Hello and welcome. Me and Tink are out in the woods and we are going to do an overnight camp, but we're keeping it simple. That is the motto. So we bought a bit of tarp and we bought some simple food, and it's just, you know, camp out, relax, little campfire. Lovely. And yeah, keep it as simple as possible. I'll tie off to this big tree, and this bit looks quite flat. In the spirit of keeping it simple, I'm going to do a plough point shelter with the tarp, which I will take you through. Little bits of crispy lichen dotted about. I'll pick them up as I go. I saw some walking in. I didn't think to pick them up, but if I see more around here, I'll see if I can get a little bundle to light. It's a bit overcast. Forecast is for showers, so I probably need to get my shelter up lickety-split, and so I've got somewhere to hunker down if it starts to rain, and get some wood chopped. There's a little bee down there, just digging himself a little hole. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. I don't know if he was making a nest. He's just gone. He was a bumblebee. I'm not sure where they live exactly, but I don't think they live in the moss in the ground. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Right, come on, get a move on. Oh dear. I'm lacking in motivation at the moment. Just need to get my act together and get something waterproof up in case I get caught out. But part of me just wants to sit down. But that just won't do, you know, it just won't do. So, plough point shelter. This is probably the simplest shelter you can construct out of a tarp. All we need to do is tie it to a tree by one corner and then just pin it down at the edges. Nothing fancy. What I do want to do is just make sure it's tight enough, so just wedging a stick in there will help. There's no fancy knots, just looping it round and letting the paracord just grip onto the tree. what I will do before I get too into that is just clear this bit of ground, because again, I've said it many times, these particular woods are chestnut, and the shells that are littered throughout are these little spiky things, and they're not very comfortable. I've got one tent peg. So, we nearly lost it. Just going to take the opposite corner. Figure out which way around this is. There it is. Just peg that opposite corner out. There we go. I need to find another method of pegging. I found 4 more in the bottom of my bag, which is always nice. So then, take this corner. Look out, my darling. Peg that down there, like that, and then this one out that way. That's really all there is to it. As I've got spare, I might as well do the middle tabs for good measure. Well, that'll do us. Really, that's it. So, in real time, how long did that take? All of a couple of minutes. I've cleared this bit here out the front because that's where I'm going to have my little fire, so that if it does rain, it's going to be a little bit protected, and I can always drag it under if it gets heavy. That's us for the night, Tink. Plenty of room for 2. Room enough to sit up in. And I've got this convenient fallen tree. When I have got my fire, if it's nice, I can sit on the tree. Ugh. Right, let's get my stuff. Again, I just bought the footprint to a tent just to sleep on for us both, so we're off the dirt. It's quite dry, it's not really necessary. Keep on that if you want. Yeah, so the wood has a check in it, which is a nice spot to aim your axe at. So that's enough to get us going. And we'll do a bit more later. Don't lose your tools. Yeah, that'll do for now. I think it's going to sit for a bit and do nothing. Should we have a bit of a lie down, Tink? Come on then, come on. So just making a little fire pit. Just enough to cook on really, it's not that cold. I'm sure I don't need it later, other than for a bit of light. That'll probably do us. Me. Where's my... So I've got these bits of lichen that I picked up off the floor. They're all quite dry, but I don't think there's really enough there, so I'm just going to put that there for now, and then I'll add some shavings to it. I'll just shave one of these pieces. That'll do. Helps if I keep it out of the dirt. Here's my glove. Going to sort of sprinkle that around it. And geese. trying to get these as fine as I can, so there's just kind of paper thin pieces. Just taking my time over it. It's not like I got an urgent appointment.
By the fire with me. Sit down there. Good girl. Very nice. That is all the wood I split. Oh, don't tip it over. That'll be alright. I'll cut some more in a minute. Just going to let that burn to some coals and get my dinner prepped and ready, I think. Is probably the next best thing to do. So Tink's got her dinner. I'm going to make mine, which, as I said, we're keeping things simple. So we're going to make a hobo dinner, which is essentially a foil parcel that we'll put in the fire. Foil on here. Make a little bowl out of it. And start with a bit of onion. Let's put my rubbish on. Some potato, which I'm just going to slice quite thin. That may not be the best place for it, but that's a lovely noise you're making back there, Tink. Bit of red pepper, leave them quite chunky. This may have to go into 2 parcels, I think. We'll put it in one for now. See how monstrous it looks. Sweet potato, just in rough chunks. Yeah, I'm gonna divide this between 2. Salt and pepper. And I've got this, which is Moroccan chicken, which I put in the freezer to keep it fresh, and it's still frozen. Just going to break it up. Leave it. Leave it. do. And that's it, dinner's on. And time for a beer. I bought this funky looking beer. It's called Thrill Seeker. Stupid names. New World Pale Ale. Gooseberry and passion fruit flavours. That's a bit funky. Cheers. Can't say that's the best thing I've ever drunk. I can taste the gooseberry. Ah dear. So yeah, those parcels are on and cooking. They're right over the heat at the moment, just to get them started. And now I'm going to flip them off, and where I laid the soil up the side of the fire, I'm just going to lay them against that so they cook a bit slower. But I just want to get a bit of heat into them first. There's no fat in there, but when I put the chicken in the marinade, I put a load of oil in that as well, so hopefully the oil will come out the chicken and coat all the veg. If not, I'm going to have a dry charred mess. Pardon me. Funny day today. Not been feeling it at all. Not here, but at work. Funny old day. It's nice to be out here, just sitting quiet. Probably what I needed, really. I'm quite tired, so I think there's going to be much lounging about going to happen between now and tomorrow morning. Well, I'm hoping we're about there with the food, but we shall see. I've left one on the fire and I will eat the other one. Ooh. Yeah, that looks okay. It's hot. Oh, it's really hot. Well, yeah, chicken's cooked. That's probably the main thing.
Oh yeah. It's just starting to rain. Yeah. We're done. Potatoes are cooked. Can I help you? I have to let it cool a bit, and I might have to go inside. It's raining, so I had to make a dash for the inside. Just grab all my stuff. Think. Come on, in. Come here, come. Here, here. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Not on my lap. Hey, come on. Back it up, you've had yours. Yeah, I really don't mind if it rains when I'm camping. It's not so nice if you're setting up in the rain, because I've done that a few times. But once you've set up and you've got your food, it really doesn't matter, because you can hide in your shelter and everything's fine. I went to Cornwall with my wife years ago, and we were driving down in torrential rain, and we thought by the time we get there it will stop, and it just seemed to get harder. And we had a brand new tent that we'd never set up, and we were trying to read the instructions while it was coming down like nobody's business. Very funny, but we were soaked through by the time we got the tent up. He's a good girl. And that chicken. Yeah, it's nice, this. It's just cooked right. Nothing's burnt. And you can do it with pretty much anything. Put fish in there. I wouldn't put red meat in there, maybe lamb. I wouldn't put beef in there because I think it's a waste of beef, isn't it? But doing it with just vegetables is fine. Doing it with a bit of chicken is always nice. Didn't put any garlic in it this time, but you sit down. Okay. Very nice. I think what I like about this shelter is not only is it simple, but it's big enough that you can sit up in it for a 3 metre by 3 metre tarp. You know, being able to sit up and lay down and stretch out and all. Plenty of room for gear. It's all a plus. Whoa. So where the tarp's just getting a little heavy with the rain settling on it, I'm just going to put a stick in the end just to give it a bit of headroom for sleeping later. But the sticks are a bit pointy, so just putting this stuff sack on it. Wedge it there. That'll do. It just gives me enough. Oh. Gives me enough headroom to lounge about properly. when I go to sleep later I'll probably take that off, but for now at least it's alright. I think to make this shelter a bit tighter, or taunter, I think putting the what am I trying to say, putting the corner that's tied up to the tree, I think putting that higher is the way to make it more sort of, I can't speak, you know what I'm trying to say, because where I put it quite low, it's on this kind of angle, so the rain was sort of putting pressure on the top and making it bow a little bit, which that sticker's counteracted. There's a tab just there, I could tie it to a tree behind, but I'm far too lazy at the moment. But yeah, in hindsight, just tying that first one a lot higher gives you a steeper angle, and the rain would have just run off it a bit more, but it's weighting it down at the moment. But it's alright. Lots of birds singing tonight. Cue the aeroplane. I don't know what the time is. I don't even know what I did. Oh, there it is. Just coming up for 9:15. But yeah, where are we now? May, I think. Yeah, come to the end of May. The woods have really blossomed. They're really green. There's nice flowers about. I do like this time of year. It's warm, but not too hot. And, the mosquitoes aren't out yet, so that's always a bonus. But yeah, everything looks really green, which is nice. Oh, where Tink's gone? Oh, she's in the distance. I think she might be doing a poo. Hello, you. Come on in. Come on in. You alright? Is that better? Lost a bit of weight. Don't mind my stick, it's alright. Hope that doesn't pierce my tarp or I'm in trouble. I think. Yeah, she helped me with my dinner. And she's had her own dinner, haven't you? Sausages. Can you say sausages? Sausages. 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 Ooh, that was one of us. Yeah. What do you think, Tink? Bedtime soon. It's not even dark. It's redonkulous. Ugh. What have you seen, Tink? She's in the alert pose. What can you see? I don't know what she sees, but she's on guard duty. Yeah, just gonna have a cup of tea, I think, before bed. Tink just shot off after something, and she was sat there staring for ages, and she suddenly just went and disappeared off. I had to go looking for her, and
whistle and shout for a little while, and she eventually trotted back looking very pleased with herself, and all her hackles up. So whether she saw a deer or something, I don't know, but she came back, which was nice. It always worries me when she goes herring off after something. She's not going to get lost and not find her way back. And you're a good girl. You're a good girl. You came back. Very good. Very good. Just giving Tinkle a drink of water. Quite often I get comments saying, why don't you take a bowl for your dog? She's always drinking out of a bottle. But those that know she doesn't like drinking out of a bowl. She just treads in it and knocks it over. And when I hold the bottle of water up, she'll come and have a drink. But she does have a bowl for her dinner, but she just doesn't like drinking water out of it. Oh, tea was a good idea. Didn't fancy beer. Right. Gonna make my bed up. Sort my shelter out a little bit, because it's a bit messy. Poor Dizzy now. Okay. Over there. There you go. Here's your bed. You getting in now? Lay down. I won't zip her up just yet, because I don't suppose we're going to sleep straight away. But alright, you can just lay on it for now. I'll zip you up later, sweetheart. Is that to your liking? In your own time. There you go. I've got her coat, but I don't think we're going to need it. What do you reckon? You alright without it tonight? You lick your bits. Good girl. Yeah. I think it's about 10:30. We're getting some sleep. She's been snoring for the last half hour or so. I've just zipped her up in her bag, and she's buried herself at the bottom. That's her head end here, and her head's down there somewhere. So she's comfy, and we'll see you in the morning. good night. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Oh God, stop it. Coming in. Lay down, sweetheart. Lay down. Lay down, sweetheart. Oh. Tired. I think it's about 6:30. Slept very well. I've just been watching Tink for the last few minutes. Snuffling about. Snuffling about. Yeah. I'll get up yet. Might doze for a little bit longer. Oh, yeah. You're a good girl, Tink, aren't you? You're a good girl. Are you up, or do you want to get in? Get in? Just a lick. You back. You back. She's up. And she's down. Oh dear, you're so good, aren't you? You're so obedient. I'm going back to sleep, Tink. Yeah.
water on in a minute, make some breakfast. It's really still. There's no wind at all, which is nice. I was laying in my sleeping bag for the last sort of hour, and Tink's been having a running battle with a squirrel, which she's lost. And I couldn't work out what it was. She kept running off and then coming back. And she ran off to a tree over there that I could see from where I was laying, and she ran towards it, and suddenly I saw the squirrel, running up the trunk of the tree, and then Tink with her paws pressed, stretching up, and the squirrel sort of up, just out of reach. And I called her back, and you can see the squirrel starting to come down again. And yeah, she went several times, went charging over there. It's very funny. She's a bit miffed, she couldn't catch it. I suppose you want your breakfast, do you? Yes. Let's give her some breakfast. I didn't bring a pot or anything today. I just brought this canteen set. There's no real need for a pot because my dinner was pretty simple. Did bring an extra litre of water though. A large coffee. I slept pretty good. I went to bed at, I don't know, 10:30 maybe. And I think I woke up about 2 o'clock and had a wee, and that was about it. I slept through otherwise till 6ish. Yeah, I do feel a lot better today. I was feeling a bit weird yesterday, but a night in the woods on the floor cheers you up no end. I'm going to start the day with a cereal bar. Yeah, so I guess what I was trying to convey with this camp was that you don't need a ton of gear, you don't need to do anything complicated. You can just pitch up next to a tree, tie a tarp to it and sleep under it. You don't need to bring masses of cook sets. You know, you can just wrap a meal in one in tin foil and cook it on the fire. And you know, there's a time and a place for everything, isn't there? Sometimes we do things complicated because we want to, but for simplicity, you know, sit on a log, lay under a tarp, a bird hopping along on the floor. You know, half my bag was filled with Tink's sleeping bag. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have even filled my bag. Hello, Snuffler. You decided you're getting in the way, are you? You want some water, Tink? Just cooling down the mouthpiece because the coffee's drinkable but the cup's hot. So it's entirely possible that I put too much water in my porridge. I'm going to leave it to do its thing. Before I know for sure. Hopefully it'll thicken up where it's sitting there in the bag, but otherwise I've got runny porridge. Yeah, these cups are difficult because the contents gets cooled down before the actual cup does, so you can't touch the cup to your lips, but a little dribble of cold water on the mouthpiece sorts it out. I haven't had a 2-in-1, 3-in-1 coffee for ages. They're quite... they've got a caramel flavour to them. They're weird. I thought this was going to be too watery, but given a bit of time it's set like concrete. Sit. Sit. You're always sitting in the way, aren't you? Well, I think that's about it. Just want to say thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you've enjoyed the film. Get out of it. Yeah. Oh, my friend the bee's back. He must live around here somewhere. I keep hearing him. Yeah, as I say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Bye bye.